Have you ever asked yourself why day 21 of no contact feels so different? Like something inside you is quietly shifting, even if nothing has changed on the outside. At the start, everything felt loud. Your thoughts were racing. Your emotions were all over the place. You kept checking your phone, hoping for something, anything. It felt like losing control. But now, at day 21, the noise begins to fade. And in that silence, something powerful starts to happen. You begin to come back to yourself. This is the moment most people don't understand. They think no contact is just about ignoring someone, but it's not. It's about rebuilding your inner world, piece by piece, until you no longer depend on someone else to feel whole. And what happens next can either pull you backward or push you into a stronger version of yourself. Let's start with the first major shift that happens at this stage. Number 1, you begin to see clearly again. In the early days, your mind was not your ally. It kept dragging you back into memories. You replayed conversations over and over. You focused on what you lost, not what actually happened. You didn't see the truth. You saw what you wanted to see. But by day 21, something changes. The emotional fog begins to lift. You're not as reactive. You're not as desperate for answers. And slowly, you begin to look at the relationship with a different lens, a more honest one. You start noticing things you ignored before. The moments that didn't feel right. The times you felt unheard. The effort you gave that wasn't matched. This clarity can feel uncomfortable because it breaks the illusion. But it also gives you power. The Stoics believed that most suffering comes from false thinking, from attaching meaning to things that are not real. When you start seeing clearly, you stop hurting over illusions. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Right now, your reaction is changing. You're no longer reacting from emotion. You're starting to respond with reason. And that is growth. This is where you take your power back from the past. Sit down and write 3 honest truths about the relationship that you avoided before. Not the version you told yourself. The real version. The one you felt deep down but didn't want to admit. This is not about blaming. It's about seeing. Because once you see clearly, you can finally move forward without confusion holding you back. Number 2, your emotional dependency weakens. At the beginning of no contact, it felt like something was missing, like a part of your day, your routine, even your identity had been taken away. You weren't just thinking about them, you were depending on them, their attention, their presence, their validation. It felt like you needed them to feel okay, but by day 21, that grip begins to loosen. You start noticing small moments where you're okay without them. Maybe you laugh at something and don't feel the urge to tell them. Maybe you go through your day without checking your phone as much. Maybe you realize you got through the day on your own, and that realization is powerful because it breaks one of the biggest illusions, that your happiness depends on someone else. The Stoics were very clear about this. True strength comes from within, not from anything outside of you. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Right now, you are starting to understand that. You're no longer tied to their actions. Whether they reach out or stay silent, it doesn't control you the way it used to. And that is freedom. It may not feel complete yet. There may still be moments where you miss them. That's human. But the difference now is, you're no longer controlled by that feeling. You are learning to stand on your own. This is where your independence begins to rebuild. Every time you catch yourself thinking, "I need them," pause and challenge that thought. Replace it with, "I am enough on my own." Say it, even if it doesn't feel fully true yet. Because the more you repeat it, the more your mind starts to believe it. And once you believe it, you stop giving your power away. Number 3, you regain control of your time and energy. In the beginning, it didn't feel like you had control over anything. Your time didn't feel like yours. Your energy was constantly pulled toward thoughts of them. Even when you tried to focus on something else, your mind kept drifting back. It was exhausting. You didn't just lose a person, you lost your focus. But by day 21, something starts to shift. You begin to notice gaps in your day where you're not thinking about them. Small moments at first, maybe a few minutes, then longer. And in those moments, something important is happening. Your energy is returning to you. You start to realize how much of yourself you were giving away. All those hours, thinking, waiting, wondering, they slowly come back under your control. And this is where your power really begins to rebuild. The Stoics believed that time is one of the most valuable things we have. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. So wasting it on things outside your control is one of the biggest losses a person can face. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." For a while, your time was not fully yours. It was tied to someone else. Now, you are taking it back. And with that time comes the opportunity to rebuild your life in a way that actually serves you. This is not just about staying busy. It's about being intentional. Because if you don't take control of your time, your mind will go back to old habits. It will fill the space with the same thoughts, the same memories, the same emotional loops. But if you take control, you break that cycle. Choose one specific hour in your day that used to be the hardest. Maybe at night, maybe in the morning, and take full control of it. Plan something that requires your focus. Exercise, learn something new, work on a goal, even something simple but meaningful. Protect that hour like it matters, because it does. This is how you shift from reacting to your emotions to directing your life. And the more you do this, the less space your past has to control your present. Number 4, you start rebuilding your identity. When you're deeply connected to someone, you slowly begin to lose parts of yourself without even noticing it. Your routines adjust to fit them. Your mood starts depending on them. Your decisions begin to revolve around we instead of me. At first, it feels natural, but after the separation, it leaves you feeling empty, like you don't fully recognize yourself anymore. That's why the early days of no contact feel so confusing. You're not just missing them, you're disconnected from yourself. But by day 21, something begins to return. You start remembering who you were before all of this. The things you enjoyed, the way you used to think, the parts of your personality that slowly faded in the relationship. It doesn't come back all at once. It comes in small flashes, a moment of confidence, a spark of curiosity, a feeling of independence. And those small moments matter more than you think. Because this is where you begin to rebuild your identity, not based on someone else, but based on yourself. The Stoics believed that your identity should never depend on external things, not people, not outcomes, not approval. Your sense of self should come from within. Marcus Aurelius said, "Look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look." Right now, you are starting to look again. You are rediscovering what makes you, you. And this is where real confidence is built, not from attention, not from validation, but from knowing yourself. This is also where many people make a mistake. They rush to fill the empty space with someone new. They look for another connection before they've rebuilt their own foundation, but that only delays growth. If you take this time seriously, if you really reconnect with yourself, you come out stronger than before, not just healed, but transformed. Write down 5 things that define you outside of any relationship. Your values, your interests, your goals, your personality traits. Then pick one and actively reconnect with it this week. It could be something simple, something you used to love. something that made you feel alive. Because the more you reconnect with yourself, the less you feel like something is missing, and the more you realize you were never incomplete to begin with. Number 5, your urge to break no contact peaks, then passes. Around day 21, something strange can happen. Out of nowhere, you feel a strong pull to reach out. It can hit you when you least expect it. Maybe you see something that reminds you of them. Maybe you wake up thinking about them. Maybe it's just a quiet moment and your mind goes back. And suddenly, it feels urgent. You start thinking, what if I just send one message? What if they're waiting for me to reach out? What if this is my last chance? It feels real. It feels important. But this is where you need to be careful. This is not clarity. This is not love guiding you. This is habit. Your mind is used to connection. It is used to reaching out, to getting a response, to closing the emotional loop. And now that loop is broken, your brain is trying to restore it. It's like withdrawal. The Stoics understood this deeply. They knew that emotions can feel powerful, but that doesn't mean they should control your actions. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Right now, this is your test. Not a test of how much you care, but a test of your discipline. If you react without thinking, you go back to the beginning. The same cycle, the same confusion, the same emotional ups and downs. But if you pause, if you stay still, something powerful happens. The urge fades. Because most urges are temporary. They rise, they peak, and they pass, but only if you don't feed them. This is where you build real strength, not by avoiding feelings, but by not letting them control your actions. You are learning to sit with discomfort instead of escaping it. And that changes you. The next time you feel the urge to reach out, don't act on it right away. Give yourself 24 hours, no exceptions. Write down what you want to say, but don't send it. Come back to it the next day. Most of the time, you won't even feel the same. And that's when you realize the feeling was temporary, but your self-control is permanent. This is how you break the cycle. This is how you take your power back. Number 6, you stop romanticizing the past. In the early days, your mind protected you in a strange way. It replayed the best moments, the laughter, the connection, the times everything felt right. You held on to those memories like proof that what you had was perfect, or at least worth going back to. And without realizing it, you started editing the story. You removed the arguments. You softened the disrespect. You ignored the moments that made you question everything, because it was easier to miss the good than to face the truth. But by day 21, that illusion begins to crack. You start remembering the full picture. Not just how they made you feel on the good days, but how they made you feel on the bad ones too. The confusion, the frustration, the moments you felt unheard, unappreciated, or even drained. And this shift is important, because healing cannot happen when you're holding onto a false version of the past. The Stoics believed in seeing reality as it is, without adding or removing anything. No exaggeration, no denial. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Your estimate is changing. You're no longer seeing the relationship through emotion alone. You're seeing it through truth. And truth brings balance. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop lying to yourself. This is where emotional maturity grows, because once you stop romanticizing the past, you stop chasing it. You stop wishing for something that didn't truly exist the way you imagined. And that frees you. Take a piece of paper and divide it into two sides. On one side, write the good moments. On the other side, write the difficult ones. Be honest with both. Then look at the full picture, not to judge, but to understand. Because when you see things clearly, you stop being pulled back by illusion, and you finally give yourself permission to move forward without confusion holding you in place. Number 7, your self-respect begins to grow. Something quiet but powerful starts to build around day 21. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but you can feel it. Every day that you don't reach out, every time you choose not to check their profile, every moment you resist the urge to go back, you are sending a message to yourself. I respect myself. At first, you were acting out of pain. You were trying to survive the silence, but now your actions are starting to come from strength. You're not staying in no contact just because you have to. You're staying because you're choosing yourself. And that changes everything. Self-respect is not something you suddenly wake up with. It's built through decisions. Small ones, daily ones. When you stop chasing someone who is not choosing you, you begin to choose yourself. And that choice builds inner strength. The Stoics believed that true worth comes from how you carry yourself, not from how others treat you. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Right now, you are practicing that kind of bravery. It takes strength to sit in silence instead of running back to what's familiar. It takes courage to walk away from what once felt important. And every time you do it, your self-respect grows stronger. You start to notice it in small ways. You feel less desperate for attention. You feel more grounded in your decisions. You begin to trust yourself again. That trust is everything, because once you trust yourself, you stop accepting less than what you deserve. And once that happens, your standards rise. Not out of ego, but out of self-worth. At the end of each day, take a moment and ask yourself one simple question. Did I respect myself today? If the answer is yes, acknowledge it. Let it sink in. If the answer is no, don't judge yourself. Just decide to do better tomorrow. Because self-respect is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And the more consistent you become, the stronger you feel. This is how you rebuild your foundation from the inside out. Number 8, you start attracting peace instead of drama. By day 21, one of the most powerful changes begins to take place. And many people don't even notice it at first. Your emotional state starts to calm down. The highs are not as intense. The lows are not as heavy. You're no longer reacting to every thought, every memory, every trigger. You feel more stable. And in that stability, your priorities begin to change. Before, you may have been drawn to intensity. The constant thinking, the emotional ups and downs, the need for answers. It felt like something you had to chase, but now you start to see it differently. You begin to value peace more than attention. Silence no longer feels like rejection. It feels like relief. You're not waking up with the same pressure in your chest. You're not constantly looking for signs or meanings. You're not trying to control something that is no longer in your hands. You're letting go. And that is where real peace begins. The Stoics believed that peace comes from accepting what you cannot control and focusing only on what you can. Marcus Aurelius said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." You are starting to experience that. You are no longer chasing closure from someone else. You are creating it within yourself. And that changes the kind of energy you carry. When you stop chasing drama, you stop attracting it. When you become calm, you begin to attract calm. This is not about becoming cold or distant. It's about becoming centered. You're no longer easily shaken. You're not pulled in every direction by your emotions. You stand still, even when things around you are uncertain. That is power. And from this place, your future decisions become stronger, your boundaries become clearer, your standards become higher. You don't just move on, you move forward with purpose. Start protecting your peace like it matters, because it does. Limit anything that triggers old emotions. Stop checking their social media. Avoid conversations that pull you back into the past. Create an environment that supports your calm. Because peace is not something you find once. It's something you choose. Again and again. And the more you choose it, the more it becomes who you are. Day 21 is not just about surviving no contact. It's about becoming someone stronger because of it. You are no longer reacting. You are choosing. You are no longer chasing. You are attracting. You are no longer losing someone. You are finding yourself. And that is the real victory. So if you've made it to day 21, understand this. You are not weak for missing them. You are strong for not breaking. Keep going. Because what lies ahead is even more powerful. Full emotional freedom. If this message helped you, take a moment to reflect on where you are in your journey. And if you're committed to becoming stronger, calmer, and more in control of your life, make sure you subscribe and stay connected. Your best version is not behind you. It's being built right now.